All right, good morning. Back at my spot. Probably cloudy. We can get maybe a couple quick showers. Just had one. Very light rain, not too bad. It's about 50 degrees. And just wanted to show you these. Trying a new method feeder today. So this is a weighted method feeder. The other ones that I normally use, I find that after a while from squeezing them, when you're putting your pack bait on, they have a little metal cage that comes off the top and bottom, makes it more rounded. But what I find is as I'm packing my bait on after maybe 5 or 6 times, they start to wear down, and the solder starts to weaken, and they start to break. So I wanted to try these for that reason, and also because it's just less of a rig, I guess. Because normally I would have the cage, and then above that a sinker and a bobber stopper. This eliminates the sinker, and also I believe that it's going to help me out with not having my line getting caught in that cage. It happens every now and then, so I think that this is going to help with that, and also get a little more distance. So we're going to get these lines in the water. My pack bait today is the usual corn, cream corn, oats, some vanilla, and this time I added some more of the strawberry pie filling. I really like that. It seems to work, seems to draw them in, so I'm going to continue with that. Let me get these lines in, and hopefully we'll see some action soon. I got something happening on the center line here. That's actually the one with the boilie. I have seen a lot of turtles around, so I'm a little concerned that might be what that is. Just slightly lifting the line and then dropping it again. Could be turtles, could be bluegill too. So I might end up changing that out to a tiger nut. I got tiger nuts on the left and right, and then I decided to try a pineapple boilie in the center, but that might prove to be an issue, so I'm gonna watch this for a little bit and then maybe change that out, put another tiger nut on. All right, looks like we got a taker. Been here. Okay, I've been here about, okay. He's gonna run. Sorry, I've been here about a half an hour. Okay, feels like a good fish. Trying to get over to the shoreline. I really don't want him to get in the sticks. That's exactly what he's doing. I can feel it. All right, there he is, coming back in front of me. Oh, big tail. Definitely a mirror. I'm gonna get down, try not to spook him. See if I can get him in the net. Yeah, that's a good fish. He's not quite tired yet. So he can tire himself out a little bit. That's a nice fish. Come on, buddy. All right. All right. Got him. That's a big fish. Okay. Get him up here. I'll take a look at him. Get him up here. There he is. Nice carp. I'm going to get a weight on him. There he is. He's a beauty. Quick weight and get him back in the water. Let's get him back in the water. He's ready to go. And he is ready to go. All right. Well, not too bad. About a half hour, 45 minutes in. Works for me. All right. I'm gonna take her on the center. This is the one that has the boilie. Yeah, it's definitely on there. Feels a little weird. This might actually be a catfish. It's fighting a little weird. Oh, maybe not. It might be a carp. It felt a little strange. A lot of head shaking. I think this might actually be a catfish. Oh, maybe not. It's just strange. Oh, it is a carp. It seems like it was doing a lot of head shaking for a carp. So the boilie worked, which I'm happy about. It's the first carp I've caught on a boilie here. At 15 mil pineapple boilies, I actually split them in half because I just thought they were a little too big. I was having some issues with turtle or something messing with it. That subsided, so I decided to leave it out there. And it worked out. All right. So fish number 2. All right, so that's fish number 2. It's probably about, I don't know, 7-8 pounds. I'm not going to bother getting a weight on him, but hey, 2 fish in less than 2 hours, so it's a good morning. Let's get him back in the water. My opinion on these so far, I've changed baits. I think I've changed all 3. I really like these. I feel like I don't worry as much about my hook ending up in here somewhere. And I also like, these are pretty heavy, and I feel as though with those two fish, as soon as they grab this and start running, this weight has enough, there's enough weight to this where they get hooked right away. So I actually like these. I'm not a huge fan of this part, because this on that last fish popped off and the runner in the center actually came out. It doesn't affect, I'm not going to lose a fish over it, but it's just a strange little design to it. So I'm using a bobber stopper on the end, just so, especially with the nuisance fish, because they can only grab this. That's the other thing I like about the weight. Those nuisance fish and turtles can grab it, but they can only go so far with it. If I didn't have that stopper on there, they could just run with it, and then, you know, your line bait can end up, you know, 10 feet away from your pack bait. But yeah, so far I like these. I think they're working pretty well. So I'm gonna get this line back in the water. All right, I was just about to cast that one back out. Looks like we've got something over here. Oh, no. Oh, he is still on there. Stick him running towards me. I thought I lost him. I feel like it might be in a stick or something. Yeah, he's definitely in something. I can feel the line rubbing. I don't even know how big this fish is. So be very careful with my... I think he's out. He was definitely wrapped up in something, stick. I don't think it's a very large fish. He is running towards me. Oh, not bad though. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even have a chance to get that line back in the water. I was just about to cast, and this went off. It's turned out to be a good morning. I was a little worried when I came here. Usually this place, they're just popping off all over the place, and it's been very quiet on the top. I saw maybe 2 fish break the surface. But I guess that just means their heads are down and they're eating. So, you know, this is 3 fish in about 2 hours now. So, let's see if I can land him. And this is a common, oh, actually, this might be a grass carp. No, it's a common. It's the first common I've caught this year. I've been, those mirror carp have really been attacking the bait. It's not a huge fish, but it's nice. And that's 3 fish in a couple hours time, which isn't bad. Let's tire him out a little bit. Come on, buddy. There we go, got him. All right, nice common. All right, so fish number 3, nice common, slender, not a big fish, but still very nice. Get those rods back in the water now, see if we can hook up with some more. All right, center one on the boilie again. So they seem to They definitely seem to like the boilies. And this one I put a whole one on. The other half that I had, when I went to put it on, it split. It fell off, so I decided to just give it a shot and throw a whole one on, see if that was going to be too big, but obviously not. I don't think it's a huge fish, but sometimes you don't know until you get right up. There we go. And looks like another mirror. And it's only been about less than a half hour since that last fish. They're definitely feeding. All right. Another nice mirror. Not huge, but nice one. All right, so fish number 4. Nice little mirror. Probably about 5-6 pounds. Yeah. Fast and furious today. Get him in the water. So, figure I'll give you my trash report for today. Collected this along the shoreline. Usually every time I fish from shore, I end up taking somebody else's trash with me. And today will be no different. And you know, I guess the part that really irritates me is that these are people that are fishing down here. It's not like these are kids down here partying or something like that. These are people who set up just like I did and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna leave my trash behind. I don't know. I just don't get it. So anyways, you should do your part. You know, if you fish from the shore, from the banks, and you see stuff like this, just grab it. Hey, you know, this particular place at the parking lot, there's a trash bin right there. So I'll just dump this on my way out. I'm sure I'll find some other stuff as I'm walking around today. All right. Oh, whoa. I was just about to freshen up the bait on this one, and just as I was getting up, get a taker. This is a good run. This might be a good fish. Yeah, this feels like a good fish. Wind picked up. It's definitely a little more chilly out here. These fish are definitely on the hunt for some food. Really trying to keep this fish away from my other lines. Yeah, I think this is a good fish. Run back to the left over here would really be helpful. I am absolutely amazed that I'm not in my other lines yet. this all over them. Oh man, he's going all the way over. Across one of them. That third line though, I'm a little worried about. Coming back over. Alright, in between these two now. Looks like a big common. Yeah, it's a big common. Gotcha. Wow. I am absolutely amazed that I was able to keep him out of my other lines. All right, let's get him up. I'm gonna weigh this one and we'll take a look at him. All right, so there we go. This one's 16 pounds. I thought it was heavier than that, but still really nice. Really nice common. I'm gonna get him right back in the water and get that line out again. It's about every half hour, it seems. I'm getting hit. Go. All right, so cutting it a little short. The wind started picking up, getting a little chilly out there. But really just a great morning. I think we ended up with 5 fish. Two, what do we have? A 16 pound and a 17 pound, I believe. Common and mirrors. The big winner for today is the method feeder that I tried out. Completely sold on it. So it's the flat weighted method feeder that I was trying out today. I didn't have any issues as far as my hook getting wrapped around it or you know, any problems at all, especially with I know for sure there was some turtles or bluegill playing around with some of the bait, and normally with the round method feeder that I've been using, they'll pick it up, they'll drop it, and it'll sometimes get caught in that cage. The bait sticks to those just as well as the round one. They seem a little more sturdy, and my hookup rate was 100% today, so I was 5 for 5. So I'm gonna stick with those. I really like them, and it's one less thing I have to deal with. I don't have to worry about putting weight on there. It's already on there, and I believe, I'm not sure the size that I was using today, the weight on them. I think they were an ounce, might have been 1.5 ounces. I know that you can get them in different sizes. For the rods that I use, they worked fine. I don't use like surf cast rods, I know, or carp rods or whatever. I use, these are 7, I think they're 7.1 or 7.2. And the reason being is that most places that I fish from the bank, in this general area, there's trees overhead. There's really not a lot of wide open spaces. This is one exception to that rule. So I don't use, you know, a surf cast rod or anything like that, even though I'd like that distance, it's just you're not going to be able to cast that thing, you know, if you have any overgrowth that's above you. And as we get, you know, further into the summer and everything really starts to fill out, those trees are harder to try and avoid. So all in all, super happy about today. It's a cold day. Yesterday was actually in the 60s and it was really nice out. I had some stuff at home that I was doing, so I wasn't able to get out, and I'm actually glad I didn't, because I'm sure that this place was packed, and I'm sure that the fish that I caught today, I have fishermen to thank from yesterday who are probably baiting the water. I have a theory about this place in particular because I've seen so many people throwing out corn, and you know, if you watch videos on koi or carp or anything like that, when people have them in their own little pond or a koi pond or something like that and they throw the food, the fish come running. But if there was a sign of danger involved in that noise of the splashes of corn or feed hitting the water, they're going to avoid that. And I truly believe that that's what happens here, is that people throw out corn, and I don't think that they're even going near that until the next day. Because I believe that they're associating that sound, those droplets, when that corn hits the water, as kind of like a danger. I could be totally wrong, but I believe that. So I think if I were to bait this place, I would probably come the day before, bait it, and then come back the following day. And I'm pretty sure that that's what happened today. I'm positive there were people here yesterday fishing for carp, and they were probably baiting with corn. Whether or not they caught any, I have no idea, but I think that it carried over, and I think it drew those fish in closer. So worked out for me. It was a great day, and we'll see you back on the water.